What's going on, guys? Aero here, and guys, if you're watching this video on the day it's out, then I want to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving, as today is Thanksgiving. So I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I hope you're spending it with your friends, family, and loved ones, as I know today is a very important day for a lot of you guys, and I'm definitely thankful for so many things that I have. And I mean, as a YouTuber, I have to say I'm thankful for so many of you guys that are willing to watch my videos. It just surprises me so much that so many of you guys would be willing to watch the video that I put out. It just blows my mind to me. So I'm thankful for all 9,000 of you guys that are on board with this channel right now, and hopefully we have many more fun years to come. But actually today I want to talk to you guys about the holiday season that happens after Thanksgiving. As I'm sure you guys know, after Thanksgiving everyone's in that like holiday shopping mood as you're buying gifts for your friends and family. And so we all know after Thanksgiving there's like Black Friday and there's a whole bunch of holiday deals that come out. And so today I thought it would be a good idea to talk to you guys about the top 5 Nintendo gifts and deals for 2017. So yeah, I'm just going to be talking to you guys about the top 5 gifts in my opinion to get someone this year if they're a Nintendo fan, and I'll also have some Black Friday deals on here as well. So if you guys are going Black Friday shopping, some of these products are on sale for Black Friday, so maybe you guys will be able to get a hold of one of those. And yeah, let's get started. So starting off this list at number 5 is going to be Super Mario Odyssey on the Nintendo Switch. So this year on Nintendo's newest system, we've got our very first big Mario adventure on it with Super Mario Odyssey, and I can definitely say that out of all of the games that I've played so far this year, Super Mario Odyssey is easily one of my favorite games. There's just so many hours of fun inside of Super Mario Odyssey, and I can definitely say that there's a lot of surprises inside of Super Mario Odyssey, and it's definitely the Mario game that's done so many new things that we would have never thought would have been possible inside of a Mario game. The first thing is involving Mario's brand new cap character, which is Cappy. So Cappy is like a magical cap that's going to be on Mario, and this allows Mario to be able to throw his cap to hit enemies. He can jump off Cappy. There's a lot of cool abilities that Cappy enables, but one of the best abilities that I know everyone is a fan of is the capturing mechanic, which allows you to throw Cappy on a lot of enemies, and you're going to be able to take control of these enemies and use their powers and their abilities to get throughout the levels. It's just so much fun because there's so many cool things that you can turn into, and it's not even just enemies. You can turn into inanimate objects, like you can turn into traffic cones in like the new Dunk City level and use that to fling yourself. There's just a lot of fun inside of Super Mario Odyssey. They've even put a multiplayer mode in it, so like I know a lot of times we see like open world games and we think like, okay, there's really no way for them to incorporate multiplayer into this, but they found a fun way to incorporate multiplayer into Super Mario Odyssey, so you can do some local multiplayer with your brother or sister or friends or anything like that as well. So that's going to be really fun for a lot of you guys if you like doing multiplayer games. There's also a lot of collectibles inside of Super Mario Odyssey. There's like 800 or so moons that are just scattered throughout all of the kingdoms in the game, so there's just hours and hours of playtime right there to try to collect and find all of those moons, and so many of them are hidden throughout the game. And there's just so many cool like little hidden details and stuff that are inside of Super Mario Odyssey, and I can definitely say I was really excited for Super Mario Odyssey, but I never thought that I would have gotten as much fun as I did from playing it. Like, it truly did blow me away. Like, I was genuinely excited for it, but I never thought that it would be this good, and it is a contender this year for the best game of the year. So obviously Super Mario Odyssey is an amazing game, and it's definitely worth getting someone if they haven't gotten the chance to play it yet. Coming in at number 4 is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So like Super Mario Odyssey giving us a brand new Mario game, we've also gotten a brand new Zelda game this year on Nintendo's newest system as well, with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And also like how Super Mario Odyssey did so many things that you would have never thought were possible inside of a Mario game, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild also redefines the Zelda series and does so many new things inside of this game. Now, I can't speak for a lot of this stuff because I did talk about how I didn't play any Zelda games before Breath of the Wild, but I can say that I'm really hooked onto the series now after playing Breath of the Wild. It's such a really fun game, and there's so many cool things that you could do inside of it. First of all, we've got an extremely big open world adventure, so there's really a lot of stuff for you to do and a whole bunch of freedom for you to go and explore and find a lot of secrets and do a whole bunch of cool things. There's so many different weapons that you're able to find. You can find different bow and arrows, you can find swords, and you could find different items to use as well. It's just a really fun game, and there's such an open like world that you could explore that you don't even have to do the main quest. Like, you could go on and explore some shrines if you want, and each shrine has like a little puzzle that you can solve in that, so that's really fun. You could go and take on some enemies, and the best part is there is all that freedom to do whatever you want. You can start the game and go right to the final boss if you really want to, and I'm sure it might be really hard, but it gives you that opportunity. You don't have to be locked into doing whatever the game tells you. You're free to go wherever you want and do whatever you would like, and that's what I really love about this game. There's just so much to do. The game is really beautiful as well, with all of the different like landscapes that you're going to see throughout the game, like climbing on top of a mountain and looking below. You're just going to love seeing all of the different views that you get to see from playing. It's just a lot of fun, and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild has definitely become one of my favorite games that I've played on the Nintendo Switch, and probably even one of my favorite games of all time. It's just a lot of fun. The story is really touching. They've done some voice acting also, and there's even DLC coming out for this game as well. So if you know someone who hasn't gotten the chance to play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, it's definitely a game to get this year, and there's going to be a good deal for you to get for it on Walmart, which you can get is a Breath of the Wild Explorers Edition on the Nintendo Switch, and it's only going to be $50, which is really good because the original game cost $60 just for the game itself. So this Explorers Edition is going to come with like a map that you can put on either side. It's like a double-sided map, so that's pretty cool. You can put that on a wall or something, and it even comes with like a little book that you can use to getting started with the game, and it teaches you like how to use the game and like how to like get food and stuff like that. It's a really good deal to get, so that's definitely a big game this year, and it's also another contender for a game of the year. So that says it right there. I mean, both of these games, Super Mario Odyssey and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, are contenders for game of the year, so definitely I would consider getting The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Alright, so coming in at number 3 is going to be the Nintendo 3DS. So now this year we've also gotten many new games that have come out on Nintendo's handheld system, the Nintendo 3DS. And believe it or not, even though that the system has been out for about 6 years or so, there are many people out there who still haven't played on the Nintendo 3DS. And so if you know people who haven't played on the 3DS, this is a really good gift to get someone, as the Nintendo 3DS is a pretty old system at this point. It's like 6 or so years old, like I said. So there's pretty good deals out there for you to be able to get one, and I couldn't find that many, but I know there's a really good deal for a 2DS as well, and you can get this at Walmart. They have a special The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Nintendo 2DS. I'll put it up on your screen right now so you guys can see it. It's a pretty cool color scheme. It's like green and yellow with like Zelda, so that's really cool, and it's only $80, and this 2DS system is going to come with the Ocarina of Time 3D installed on it already, so that's going to be really awesome. It's a really good value that you're getting here, and it can play all of those Nintendo 3DS games. So yeah, that's definitely a really good system to get someone this year. If you know someone who hasn't played on the Nintendo 3DS or a 2DS, it's a really good system, as because of how it's already been out for about 6 years, there's a lot of games that are already available on the Nintendo 3DS, and so that's why it's going to be really awesome if you get it for someone, as they have an entire catalog of games that they can already play, not to mention how the Nintendo 3DS and 2DS can play all of the previous games from the DS as well. So they've got that entire library of DS games as well, so there's just a lot of fun games that are going to be available here. So that's definitely a good game or a good system to get someone this year. A Nintendo 3DS, if they haven't played it already, we've gotten games like Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon just a few days ago, which released, and I've been playing that. It's a lot of fun, so yeah, definitely you could get that game. We've gotten some amazing Mario games in the past as well, like Super Mario 3D Land. We've gotten New Super Mario Bros. 2. There's just a lot of fun games that have been out on the 3DS, so that's definitely a good gift to get someone this year as well. Alright, so coming in at number 2 is the SNES Classic Edition. So like last year how Nintendo released the NES Classic Edition, this year they've come out with the SNES Classic Edition, which is a really cool little system. So this system can fit in the palm of your hand, and it comes with 20 pre-installed SNES games, which is really cool for the value, as it's only an $80 system. And what's really awesome about this system is that it comes with 2 controllers right out of the box, so you're going to be able to play multiplayer right off the bat from this system, which is really cool, as there's a lot of fun multiplayer games that are inside of this, so it's going to be really cool. The only thing about this that's pretty hard is finding one, as I know I've been trying to look for an SNES Classic whenever I go to a store or like go to my local GameStop, and they always tell me that they haven't gotten any yet. And I know Nintendo has been talking about how they've been trying to make a lot this year to sell in the holiday season, so maybe if you guys are going holiday shopping, you'll be able to get an SNES Classic, as I know it's going to be a lot of fun if you're able to get it. If you know someone who hasn't gotten to play any of these old retro games, then it's going to be really awesome, as they're going to be able to see an entire library of games that they've never experienced before. And if they know all of their like favorite characters like Kirby and Mario, they can see all of the games that they've gone through from the past. So it's a really awesome system to get someone. And even if you know someone who's pretty like old, like if you know like your older uncle or someone who's played these games, it's going to be really awesome to get them if they can get the chance to play these games again. So maybe you guys could play together or something like that. It would be really awesome, because I know a lot of my friends and my uncles like have played a whole bunch of these games in the past before, like when they were kids. So I think it would be really awesome if they got to play them again and have all that nostalgia and memories from playing them. So it'll be a really awesome gift to get someone. So hopefully you guys are able to find one this year, as I know I've been trying to get one and it's just really hard. So hopefully I'll be able to find one, and good luck to any of you guys if you're able to get one as well. And finally, the number one gift to get this year for a Nintendo fan is a Nintendo Switch. So this shouldn't be a surprise, as the Nintendo Switch is Nintendo's brand new system for this year, and it's been doing really well. I'm sure you guys know from the sales, the Nintendo Switch has been selling a lot, and it's just a really good system, and it's definitely one of my favorite systems I've ever played on. It's just so cool how you're going to be able to take games on the go with you, and you can play them at home. It's really cool. It looks amazing on the TV, and it looks amazing on the little tablet as well. It's just a really fun system to play, and we've gotten so many amazing games on it, from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, we've gotten Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Splatoon 2, Super Mario Odyssey, and the list just continues on. And I mean, there's so many awesome games that we've gotten from third-party developers as well. I know I recently bought Skyrim on it, and Skyrim is running really good as well on the Nintendo Switch. It looks perfectly fine, it's very good, and I really like that. We've gotten games like Doom on there, so it's going to be really awesome. I know a lot of people have been loving their Nintendo Switch, and it's just a really good system, and I think this is definitely the big system that you want to get this year for a Nintendo fan, or like the big gift in general, as I know so many people want a Nintendo Switch. Now, as for any deals, there aren't going to be any like price cuts. If you're going to try to find like a Nintendo Switch with like a discounted price, I don't think you're going to be able to find that, as Nintendo was pretty clear about that. They said like this year they're not going to reduce any prices for the Nintendo Switch, and I mean, you can't blame them. I mean, their Nintendo Switch is their new system for this year, so obviously they want to make as much money as they can off of them, so you're not going to be able to see like a price cut from them. But I still think it's going to be really easy to find one, as I know Nintendo said like they are definitely aware of how many people want a Nintendo Switch this year for like the holidays, so they said like they're going to make sure that a lot of stores have a lot of quantities of them, so you're going to be able to buy them. And I mean, I saw like a recent commercial for like Walmart's Black Friday, and if I can find a snippet of it, I'll put it on screen, but the Nintendo Switch was in that commercial as well, and they talked about a little bit about like how they were people were buying them and stuff like that. So it's really cool, and I know a lot of people are gonna be wanting a Nintendo Switch this year, so that's definitely the big gift to get someone this year. Get them a Nintendo Switch. There's so many awesome games on it, not to mention how next year's probably gonna have a lot of cool games as well. This is definitely gonna be an amazing Nintendo system for the next few years, so it's definitely the big system and big gift to get this year. And so there you go, guys. Those are the top 5 gifts to get a Nintendo fan this year. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please be sure to click that like button, and also comment down below if you guys think that there's any other gifts to get someone this year. If they're a Nintendo fan, definitely be sure to comment them down below. I'm always curious to see what you guys have to say. If you're new to this channel, then please be sure to subscribe. I'm definitely going to have some more Nintendo content in the future, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Go follow me on Twitter at Aero if you ever want to tweet me something or ask me something. I'm usually able to reply to everyone on Twitter, so definitely go and follow me there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.